Well, I'll give this challenge a try. Not a paragraph, but this will be basically a very short chapter coming out of my first book, Everything I Know About Zombies I Learned in Kindergarten. Chapter 37, Shooting Practice. A few days later, Letitia waited until all the little ones were taking their naps and opened the storage closet. There, hidden underneath a pile of junk, was the gun she had picked up at Mackey's. She picked it up and closed the closet again. There was no need for the little ones to know where she'd kept it. This was the only gun she'd ever seen close up. They always had guns on cop shows, but this one looked different. 2 barrels instead of 1, and had a row of shells clipped on one side. It was big. If she stood it on the floor, it came up to her waist. It wasn't a pistol or a rifle like in Mr. Freeman's movies. It looked kind of like the guns that Elmer Fudd used, but it was too short. She looked at it closely. They always talked about the safety on TV, and that lever on the side must be it. No markings? How do you know whether it's on or off? She got a used box and set it up on a post on the pier. She walked away 20 feet, held the gun in her hands, and spread her legs, just like the cops always did when they shouted things like, "Let her go! We've got you surrounded!" She used the sight just like she did on that game machine she played once. She pulled the trigger. Nothing happened. She flipped the safety and tried again. It felt like the gun picked her up by her hands, threw her backwards, and then pounded her forearms with her hatchet. Her hands stung. Her ears rang from the noise. Her shoulders hurt. Her butt hurt from landing on it. The box sat on the post, silently laughing at her. Nothing had happened to the box. She walked back to the hospital to put the gun back in its hiding place. Maybe she'd find the Sunset Guide to Shooting Things on a trip to the city someday, full of pictures of big happy white men shooting each other. Until then, she wasn't going to try this again.